Hi guys, welcome to another unpacking video. We just had this fresh in today. I was quite excited to get it because it's something new. Anyway, let's just crack straight in. Now I had to go and pick this up from Argos. Hang on. Nice and quick, I promise you. Scissors down. Nicely sealed. Wrapped in paper, which is not necessarily the best sign for what I bought, but there was no rattling when I was moving it about before, so let's see, shall we? Right, well, first up, lots and lots and lots of hanging paper. A lot of dust. Right, very dusty, you can't see that, but that is a filthy RF lead straight away. Power pack, I'm sure you figured it out already. It's a PS1 mini with a few games. First up, we got Gran Turismo 2. Now I think whoever owned this before wasn't a gamer or anything, because it's just from the state of the auction and what was included. In particular, I'll go to that in a second. Next game up is good old Chicken Run. A little bit of a damaged cover there, but that's not too bad. I think I actually played this back in the day. We shall soon see when we fire it up. But yeah, it was $29.99, I think, and then it cost £6 for postage, maybe a £5. It wasn't too bad, but just the fact that it had a few games with it and proper analog pads as well. A lot of them on eBay, you know, the pads with the old thingy style. I've also ordered, because it had an RF, I've gone and ordered a SCART. That's arrived in a separate parcel, but I didn't think you wanted to see a video of that. Or maybe you do, you lunatics. Couple of memory cards. Now these are all 1 meg. I think there's a limit on the PS1, and they're all 1 meg. I couldn't find any bigger ones, but what's that say? Tekken, it's in pencil. Tekken, Chicken Run, Worms, Cool Borders 3. Whoever this is, they had a fair few games at some point. ATR, GT, oh, Gran Turismo 2. Second pad, that one's much better. That other one was a bit yellowed, but that's in decent condition. Oh, it's bloody filthy. And this was the one thing that really stood out to me, but I'll get to that in a sec. Right, so there it is. I've never owned one of these before, but like I say, that's the size of my hand, and it's just absolutely. Oh, there's an extra game inside it, I think. I don't know what the game is. That's a bit of a bonus. PlayStation, Konami. Oh, bonus! I have no idea. I can't. One sec. Just let me spin the old text around the edge. It's a Konami game. Maybe it's a demo. It's from 2000, so it's pretty late on. I won't find that out until I switch it on. So yeah, this is on a postcard, if you know what that is. But what, you know, this is a really neat little system, because it's got a very small on the back. I could have gone for an original one. I mean, I'm umming and ahhing about going after a PlayStation collection, because, you know, there's piles and piles of good games I never played back in the day, because I never owned a PS1 when they first came out. And I had a Sega Saturn, but I'd always go to other people's houses. I mean, I was mid-teens and then early working when I first got a Saturn, so I mean, I never really fell for the Sony marketing, I told myself at the time, but it was just my stupidity really. I missed out on some awesome games. But, you know, coming back to it now, I've been just looking through like some of the best games, and loads of them are dead expensive, but I thought, well, I'll have a crack, see if it's any good. But yeah, the one reason this stood out to me for is that it came with this, a special edition box of, a limited edition of Driver 2, which I'm told I couldn't see anywhere, but I was told on the PlayStation Collectors group that this is actually really fairly rare and doesn't really come up very often. Got a Driver 2 pen with it. I mean, I certainly couldn't see any past auctions on eBay. If that pen actually works. Still does, there's ink in it. Anyway, oh, neat bit of driver 2 thingy there. Is that still sealed? That's still, is it? Yep, it's still sealed with original stapling. But I mean, again, if I was going to have to do a collector's set, this would be the ideal sort of thing to start with. But at the moment, I'm more interested in just going after the name title, because like I said, there's like 1400 games, a bit more than that. But God, this is in excellent condition. Them discs are mint. The case for this is mint. 2 discs in there. Very pleased with that. What's this? Load of postcards in it. Those are all in. I'm not moving them out of that, but I don't know how well you can see that. They're just little bits of postcards and shots in the game. But that's like store new. And then last but not least, a music CD with like soundtracky style stuff. What's we got? Dust Junkies Fever, Etta James in the Basement, so Sonny Boy Williamson, Help Me, Kenny Rogers in the first edition, and then Mozart, Lacrimosa from. I have nothing beyond Mozart. I've not heard of any of them, but even though I am this old, but there you go. Well, that's in excellent condition. I'm not pulling out because I don't really want to start getting dirty fingerprints all over it. But yeah, quite a good start I think for the PlayStation collection. I've got a big pile of games on the way, which I'll do more videos for, as and when I'm getting them. I say quite chuffed too. That was quite a find, especially, you know, for what I can see, that's worth from about 30 to about 100 quid, bouncing around that sort of crazy price. So I just went for this immediately because it was on a buy it now. So I thought, even if it's not that much, I mean, I can probably trade it for more games or something. Anyway, quite happy with that, guys. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll try and get some footage videos up as soon as possible.